Okay, so I've had an idea for a while now that I might possibly be able to use my table saw as a biscuit joiner. I've never seen it done, so I'm going to see today if I can get that, if I can do that, just using some scraps that I had laying around. So, let's see if we can do this. Alright, step 2 is to try your best to mark out the center of the blade, keeping in mind that the center is actually going to change depending on how high the blade raises. Both table saws that I've ever had have raised, I think it's up into the back, so it raises at an angle. So I'm planning on only raising it 4 turns, which brings me right to this point, and this, I've determined, is my center point. And that's what we're going to reference off of. Okay, so this really is as simple as it looks. All I'm going to do is line this line up with this one, just the same you would on a biscuit joiner, and I'm going to raise the table saw blade into the, right into the piece. I also forgot to mention, this is not a normal 10-inch table saw blade. I had a dado stack set that I think is going to work a lot better. I believe it's 6-inch, maybe 8-inch. I'm not sure what it is. It's a smaller diameter, so I think it'll give me a better slot. Alright, let's try this out. So after playing around with this a little bit, I figured out this is the radius of my saw blade that I was using. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center point. Alright, I'm going to lock that in. And I'm just going to draw bunch of arcs. And center point. There. Alright, so I would call this probably call this a limited success. This is not the best that can be done. The biscuits need to be made out of a hardwood, I think, because this softwood, this pine, it just snaps. I cut them with the grains running this way because all of the strength needs to be this direction, which they do hold up pretty well. But while you're working with them, they just kind of fall apart on you. Half of them literally fell apart. So, next time. Alright, so I've done 2 things different on this step. I've made a more accurate center line. Also, I've changed 4 rotations of this to 5. 5 is just going to penetrate just a little bit bigger. And that's about it. So now I'm just going to run all these through, laying up the lines just like last time. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one's cut. Let's see how it looks. Whoa, I got kind of close to the edge on that one. I'll line up my lines better next time. Compensate for that, but that's alright. I think this will work a lot better this time. That's a good one. Okay, last one. I'll turn it so you can see what I'm doing. And all I'm doing is lining these up, although they're lining up pretty much by themselves anyway. So, put some clamping pressure on this and see how it lines up. So far, this is working very brilliantly. They're all exactly the same level, which is exactly what these things are supposed to do. Wow, that is crazy smooth. I can't feel the cracks at all. That's so cool. Well, I'd call this a success.